vegan gelato, baby. And it's super good. Coconut milk. That was the most amazing vegan chocolate. My lips are all full of chocolate, aren't they? Oh my god, that was so good. That was nothing like what you buy in the grocery store. That was really good. Okay, what next? Get them in the library. It's a beautiful library. Probably brand new. And a great view of the Christchurch church and its plaza once it's rebuilt. Wow. You can really get a good view of the devastation from up here. How sad. Well, it looks like I found pre-European history at the Canterbury Museum, and it looks like this gallery is dedicated to the first settlers of the Aotearoa, or what they call New Zealand, the Tangata Wanua people of the land, who arrived about 800 years ago, and the now extinct moa, the giant flightless birds that they hunted. Wow, so the moa birds lived till about 500 years ago, and it sounds like they were hunted into extinction. There were about 11 species of them, and a lot of the skeletons have been found in the Canterbury region. Wow. I love this. Wow. See, they're building a moat around this foundation. They went deeper and they're building a moat around it. So since the earthquake almost 9 years ago, all the new building has undergone extremely rigorous earthquake code requirements, and a lot of them are going above and beyond. And the one behind me that I just showed you is an example that the tram operator showed, where they're building moats. They're going deeper into the ground for the foundations of the buildings, and they're building moats around them, fortified, I think, with steel or metal, so that when the earth shakes, the building can shake within that moat instead of coming up against the ground and breaking. So it can move as the earth shakes and then settle where it needs to settle. So a lot of the buildings now are getting these moats, the best way, ditches around them to give them mobility so that they don't crack and break when they come up against the ground during shaking. So this big stained glass behind me depicts the service of humanity through action and thought. And I think it's really amazing and fascinating that this is a college, this is a school, not a church. It kind of looks like a church, right? With the stained glass and it's a huge lecture hall. I kind of like that, right? Kind of Oh, it might be, I see a cross. It might have been like a religious school, but it's beautiful. So this is the Arts Center of Christchurch, also called Te Maratiki Toi Ora, and it dates back to 1877. It's in the heart of Christchurch, the Otatahi. It's an Aotearoa, New Zealand landmark, and it's got galleries, museums, cinemas, events, eateries, all kinds of really cool stuff. There are a lot of museums in this part of Christchurch, historical museums, art galleries, and all kinds of different museums. And up here is an art piece. It's a bull on a piano. And the story is that at night, people who've had a little too much to drink would like to climb up on the bull on the piano. And the guards from the museum got sick of coming out and having to chase them off. So they put a microphone underneath the bull. And when drunk people come and try to climb on the bull at night, the guard from inside says in a low voice, "Get off my back." That's what they say. That's what the story is. The bull tells him to get off my back, and I guess it kind of freaks him out enough that they go away. Where is it? There it is. This work was commissioned for the 2011 Venice Biennale and was a big hit when it was displayed on an empty site in central Christchurch. It became a symbol of hope after the 2011 earthquake, and so the art gallery director, Jenny Harper, decided that they wanted to make it a part of Christchurch forever and launched a public fundraising campaign to buy the sculpture. And here it is. This is a genuine Maori totem pole placed here to mark the friendship between the Maori people and the people of Christchurch. As you walk around the city, you'll notice that a lot of the new construction has moats around the buildings so that they can move in an earthquake. And a lot of times they are disguised as planter boxes. This building, she pointed out on the tram, this planter box around the building is in fact a moat where it goes down into the ground so that it gives the building room to move if it needs to in case of an earthquake. She also said, and I've been walking around looking, that any new construction that replaces a building that was torn down or crumbled in the earthquake is 9 stories. So any new construction replacing an old building because of the earthquake, they're building at 9 stories as kind of a symbol or remembering, I guess. And I'm thinking that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. That's what she said. Maybe it didn't replace another building. I don't know. One of the things I've noticed all throughout New Zealand is how trusting and or safe people feel. I have seen women stand at the parking meter with their purse and their wallet on the ground behind them, just sitting on the ground behind them. There was a cafe that I stopped in Twizzle, and there was just a hat sitting next to a stroller with a credit card in it, just sitting there. And there was nobody around. There was a table there, but there were no adults. There was just a little boy, and I was like, "Is this your mom's carriage?" And he's like, "No," and I'm like, "Okay," because there's a credit card sitting there, and he's like, well, "I don't know, but I don't know. Must be really nice to not have to worry so much about being ripped off all the time." The most interesting signs, I will say. I love that sign. Very animated. Don't be that cyclist. All right, I'm going to hop on one of these Lime scooters and go get a vegan lunch from someplace that was recommended by the woman I met at the Riverside cheese store. And I'm looking forward to that. It's a little far away and my feet are starting to hurt, so I am going to ride the scooter. And I'll see you in the next video. So stay tuned. There's a link at the end.